Hi guys, Chris here again. It's been a little bit since I last was on here. So not a lot has changed. I still have my TBI. Still don't remember a lot of things, which is kind of why I have not been on here for a while because I kind of forgot that I had started this channel. But I do want to kind of touch today on what I call as stuck in the moment. So my accident happened 2 years ago, and I've been kind of stuck in a moment, is what I would say. As far as what that means is when I had my accident, I didn't start losing my memory for about, I don't know, when it came noticeable, it was more about a week or two later, maybe a little longer. I don't honestly remember the time frame of when we started noticing a lot of this. But so I feel like I, have lost basically the last 2 years. And I remember a lot of stuff from my past, my childhood, growing up. Of course, I remember, a lot of my family, or majority of my family. But so the 2 years from my accident, and then about a year or two before that, I lost basically an additional year or two that things just don't seem to line up the way that they should. And a lot of that, like I said, I want to call it like a time hop or just a pause in everything. So I don't remember the 2 years before my accident, and then in addition, the last 2 years. I don't remember a lot of everything. But I mean, like we've kind of talked before, is I remember kind of highlights from days, not every day, but from some days I do remember highlights, maybe something that I did, but I don't remember the every single moment of every single day where I used to remember all of that. And that's probably the most frustrating point, is because I always had the best memory and I don't have that anymore. But so kind of what I wanted to touch on today is that it's okay for us not to remember things. It's okay. And we shouldn't feel bad that we don't remember things, because it's not our fault. It's kind of something that has happened. But a lot of times what I feel like is sometimes I feel like I'm just watching. I'm sitting here and everything else that's going on through my life is here. And so I'm back here just watching it, watching my story just kind of play on through. And it's kind of like deja vu sometimes. If you've ever had a deja vu memory or a moment where that just plays through and you're like, oh, I've had this happen before. And I don't know what exactly it is about me just kind of watching things go through. It's really frustrating for me because I feel like I'm just kind of taking the back seat to everything. And things are happening that I'm not necessarily participating in, because it takes some time for my mind to catch up with everything that's going on. So things are happening, right up here, and I'm just back here kind of taking it in, and it's not caught quite up to my mind and my memory and my brain for everything to process. And these are things that I don't think that, unless you're actually experiencing it, you're never going to understand. You're never going to be able to process the way that the rest of us are. A lot of times our family thinks that they understand, and God bless them, they really do for the most part, because they're with us 24/7. Or the family that, is kind of watching you, I want to say, which my husband seems to always be watching me, because I'll tell you, just a few minutes ago before I started this, apparently I had opened the door a while ago and not realized it. And so my husband says, "Why is the door wide open?" I have no idea why. He's like, "Well, I didn't open it, so I'm asking you." No idea. I was probably letting one of the dogs out and then went to go look for them, and got sidetracked. That seems to happen a lot, is getting sidetracked. Which is why my stories seem to kind of go here, and then I go to another spot and go to another spot, which some people would say, "Oh, well, you don't have a brain injury, you have ADD or ADHD." No, my brain, and maybe I do at some point, um, that has been brought out by my brain injury, but I start something and then I just go on to doing something else. And when somebody asks me about it, I have no idea, no memory, no recollection of why I did some of the things I did, why I say some of the things I do. I don't know. I can't honestly tell you. But kind of back to, the time, space, and time hop, and, just sitting back and watching what's going on. It's frustrating to me, because I feel kind of like I have Alzheimer's sometimes. My grandmother had Alzheimer's, and I cared for her and watched her go through all of it. And I feel like sometimes that's me in a sense, because I don't have that memory. I forget things. And then when I do have the clearer days, and I have like I don't know, maybe a 5-minute shot, maybe a little bit longer, but they're not long when I have those clearer days. And it's frustrating to me, because when I have those clear times, I really I'm trying not to get sad here. When I have those clearer moments, I see how much my husband and my family actually puts up with for me. And it's hard. It's honestly hard when I have those moments, because it's kind of like, am I like that all the time? Am I asking these same questions over and over again? Sorry. So you don't know how you are on a day-to-day basis. You kind of go through your emotions, you go through the days and your time and stuff like that. But when you have those clear moments, it's when you really realize how bad your memory is. And I mean, I can talk to you and you think that maybe I'm talking perfectly clear for a lot of people. Sometimes maybe you think that I'm talking kind of mumbo jumbo, and this is me. This is, like I said to you guys in the very first video, that this is going to be raw. This is going to be me through and through. I mean, you see my hair. I don't put makeup on. I'm not going to use a fancy light for all of this. I'm literally holding my camera, or holding my phone to video this, because it's whenever I get a chance to do this, it's whenever I remember to do this. Or when I can concentrate a little bit more than how my brain is generally running around. Sorry guys. It's really frustrating whenever you can remember those clear moments, when you were talking to your spouse or when you were talking to someone, and it gets you all the feels. But it does get you, because you realize then, and you realize again whenever you have to sit there and think about it, that it's so frustrating. And don't give up, because there's so many people that give up because they have moments like these, they have days like this, they're living this life. Guys, I have so many grandkids. I know, I'm in my 40s. We had kids young, and we have a blended family, but they're all my children. I have 2 of, that are actually my children, and then 2 that are my bonus children. But, on the moments when your mind is clear and your brain is clear, those moments are so precious. Life is precious. Your family is precious. So no matter what you think that your family is going through, if you were to make that choice to end an amazing life, don't do that. There's better things, and your family loves you. So, time is hard. This illness is hard. This injury is hard. But the moments that I can remember with my family and my kids, those are the moments that matter. Those are the moments that they remember, that they can bring back on, and they can have those conversations. So all you TBI people, all you post-concussion that have lost your memory, that are still struggling to find your memory and are going through the trials and tribulations that life has given us, I'm here to talk to you. Send me a message, send me a shout out. Don't forget what life is all about. So we don't remember what color socks we put on today, or what we did yesterday, because I don't even honestly know what day it is today. I think it's Wednesday. Yeah, it's Wednesday, because my husband just got back from church. Don't discount what kind of life that we have. We're still here. Memory or not, good days, bad days, just roll with it. And tomorrow's another day. So it's a new day. Maybe it'll be a better day. Maybe it won't be. But it's still a day that we have. So just kind of wanted to shout out, kind of talk to you about the time lapses that, maybe you have, maybe you don't have. Let me know, see what, maybe we're having the same thing. Maybe you guys have some thoughts that I can fix on this. We're out here to help everybody. So just remember that. Again, I know this is not professional. It's not by any means a stand-up video, because I want this to be raw. I want this to be live. I want this to be, maybe I'll have makeup on, maybe I won't. Maybe I'll have my hair done, maybe I won't. Until next time, guys, just remember, be nice to those that are going through this, because you have not gone through this. So unless you have gone through this, don't discount what the rest of us feel like. Like, subscribe, Let me know what you want to talk about, okay? Shoot me a message. Shoot me anything on there. I'm really not huge tech savvy, but we'll get there. All right. Bye, guys. Until next time.